What is the brand strategy process? Hey, how's it going? My name's Mike and I talk about branding. Have you ever seen an old crappy company suddenly come to life, grow in the community, and everybody goes there all of a sudden? That's what you would call a branding success story. My wife and I used to love binge watching Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. I didn't know it at the time, but actually what he's doing is he's doing a full branding revamp of every single restaurant. He goes in there, he finds the gross food, he finds the frozen food, he finds the waitresses and the waiters who talk weird and say stupid stuff, and they get rid of them. And they talk to the chef, and they find the chef who doesn't really care about the food anymore. So they get rid of him and they get a new chef that actually cares about what they're doing. And they got old, gross looking seats, dingy looking hardware, and they update it. And they try to bring in a crowd of people who actually have money to spend in the restaurant. Now, it may seem simple what they're doing in this show over and over again, but in reality, Gordon Ramsay knows exactly what he's doing. He's been in the restaurant industry for decades, and that's why it's not, company nightmares, it's kitchen nightmares, because he knows about kitchens, he knows how they work, he knows how they make money, he knows how to make a kitchen profitable. That's why the show is such a success. So why am I talking about kitchen nightmares? So what is brand strategy? At its core, brand strategy is all about creating a long-term plan for the development of a successful brand with very specific goals in mind. And a well-defined brand strategy is going to affect and touch every single part of the business, from sales to onboarding all the way to offboarding. And if we're talking about a restaurant, it's going to encapsulate the menu messaging, how the waiter talks, how the hostess answers the phone, all the way down to what it's like to get your check, what it's like to run your card. All of it is going to be crafted. All of it is going to be cohesive. And another C word that I'm losing, it's losing me right now, and I say it all the time. Oh my God, it's consistency. So brand strategy is the stuff that happens way before you do logos and visual identities. And it's based in who your customers are, what they want to see, how they identify with you, what's their emotional connection with you, what's the story you're telling them that they're connecting with. That's really at the heart of what your brand strategy is. So you need to figure out all of that stuff. Who your customers are, how your product benefits them, how they emotionally attach to the story behind why you started the business. All of that kind of stuff is what you want to figure out in your brand strategy. Another part of the brand strategy process is where to position your brand in the market. The market is a crowded place, but the consumers that go to the market are not always happy with what's available. You need to know what consumers are going to the market, what they're not happy about, what they wish they had. Is there a price point that they're missing out on? Is there a luxury good item that you're missing out on? These are the questions that you're going to need to know and strategize before you make any kind of concrete decisions about your brand. After you figure out all that strategic stuff, you're going to want to go into visuals and a brand identity and try to figure out what it is that these people that you've identified as your customer base, what do they want to see? How do they want to be spoken to? And you're going to need to start doing that in a very cohesive, consistent way across all touch points, which we've talked about already. Make sure all your touch points are consistent with your brand strategy. I'm actually crafting a free multi-page self DIY brand strategy that you can just download and do yourself. I'm almost done with it. It's pretty comprehensive, I'm told, and it should give you everything you need to build out a brand for free. So watch out for that. It's going to come soon, and I'll do a little video series with it for each step along the way. So you might see my next video is step 1 of that process, and during that time, that will be available for download. That's it for this video. If you need help with branding, shoot me a DM. My name is Mike. See you later. Yeah, alligator. Okay.